Turns out Jesus works. Turns out God really works. It's a phenomenal thing that we get to take part in when we accept the gift of salvation. It's amazing. And some people will say, well, these young people today, they just don't like Jesus, or, the world today just doesn't want to hear about God anymore. But I got to tell you, that's not what I experienced. We take the gospel inside of some dark places, and I'm just telling you, people are as excited about Jesus now as they ever have been. When we give them the real thing. When we give them the real Jesus. People say, like, oh gosh, the prison ministry, that must be a really tough place to share the gospel. Can I be honest with you? Not really. Not really. In general, when guys come to service, they're ready. Because life isn't working out. The prison bars are real, the walls are real, the razor wire fences are right there. You can hear the magnetic locks slamming when each door opens and shuts. And so when you guys show up to service, it's because they're ready for something different. And so our job is just to lay it out there. And just say, here, this is who Jesus is, just like we have him. We just introduce them to Jesus, this really compelling figure in here who practices this amazing generosity and who teaches us how to love in this really unique way. And we follow this story and we see the things that he does for us. And we see that this is part of this huge story, even from the very beginning, from page 1. We learn about this God who all this God has ever wanted to do is love us and live with us and have us living in this garden paradise. But for some reason, inside of every human being, there's this part of us that wants to reject that. For some reason, we always want to do it our own way. We always want to take credit for the great things God's done for us. He never gives up on us. Page after page is God's faithfulness and his love. Sends us prophets, performs miracles, rescues us out of the desert. One thing after another, story after story after story of God's love and his patience. Oh, his patience. In spite of all the ways we turn our backs on him, in spite of all the ways that we tell him, oh, we don't need you today. We got it. We'll take it from here, God. Just story after story. And then finally God says, tell you what, I'm going to send you my son. Let's just take care of this once and for all. I'm going to make this as easy as I can for you. I'm going to send you my son. And he's going to pay the price. And then, you have a decision to make. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to believe in him and trust him? Just receive this gift that I'm giving you. The choice is yours. And when you do, you don't have to be the smartest person in the world. Amen. Thank you very much. You don't have to be the most creative person in the world. You don't have to be, You really don't have to be anything special. Actually, this guy, this Jesus, especially comes to reach out to the poorest of us, the most oppressed, the loneliest of us. And he offers us something that we can't get anywhere else. Freedom from that sin. Freedom from that thing in us that constantly wants to do the wrong thing. Freedom from that thing in us that constantly refuses to do the right thing. Freedom from that thing in us that is just so toxic, that just wants to wallow in our own self-pity, that just wants to come up with bad ideas. But that thing inside me that just wants to ruin my marriage, or ruin my job, or ruin my relationships, that Jesus gives me a way out of that. And I don't have to earn it. It's not like I have to climb some big mountain or perform some magical tasks. I just have to follow him and believe. And through the power of faith, He enables me to do all these cool things. He enables me to be a decent husband. He enables me to be a decent father. He enables me to be a decent friend. He enables me to be a pastor. Look, if you tell the people I graduated high school with that I'd be a pastor right now, they'd laugh at you. Like, not that kid. Not that kid. This is what God does. He takes weirdos like me and you, and he turns us into apostles for to build his kingdom. So we introduce people to this Jesus, and we give them a choice. And we leave the results to God, because he's the one in charge anyway. I don't save anybody. Pastor Allen doesn't save anybody. We just come here and we say, look, this is what's in here. It works. It just does. You don't have to know all the secrets of the Trinity. Now, you don't really have to, if you're a nerd like me, you study up on this thing. But you don't really have to be all that brilliant. You come to people and you say, hey, I tried living this other way and it doesn't work, but I got to know this Jesus, and I'm following him, and I'm trying to be like him, and I'm trying to do what he does, and it makes all the difference in the world. It makes all the difference in the world. People find that irresistible. That's my experience. When we go to people and we just share it just like that, that's irresistible to most people. And that's what happens in our gospel reading today. Jesus sends them out. He's been preparing them. He's been teaching them. He's been doing miracles. He's been feeding people. He's been healing people. And then he says, okay, here, it's on you guys now. And it wasn't just men, women. This is a band of misfits. Tax collectors, fishermen, women of the night. This was a motley crew. And he says, okay, 2 by 2, go. Go. Don't take anything with you. Just go. Have you ever gotten a job put on you that you felt inadequate for? That somebody just said, here, boom, take it, go, take the ball and run. And you're like, I have no idea, like I'm in over my head. That's scary. That's scary. But we don't have to make it complicated. We can keep it pretty simple. Just do what Jesus told you to do, in the way he told you to do it. I don't have to, I can't save anybody. I can tell them my story. You can tell them your story. You don't have to do it by yourself. Jesus didn't expect his disciples to do it by themselves. You go, you share your piece, and some people are going to be into it, some people aren't. And if people aren't interested in it, okay, you get to love them too, but you don't have to take it personally, but you share what you can with who you can. And if we do that, then there are no empty churches. Can you imagine a world where all of us just share the gospel in that very natural, very thoughtful way, and we share it with the people that we come into contact with, the people that we know, and even sometimes the people that we don't know, at the grocery store, at the doctor's office, anywhere. Would there be any empty churches? I don't think so. There'd be new ones, probably new ones sprout out. There would be no more dying churches. So it's kind of on us. It's a challenging message today, to get out and share this thing. I don't want to keep it to myself. This Jesus has changed my life. This Jesus has given me hope. And why wouldn't I want to give that away? Why wouldn't I want to share that with as many people as I can? Turns out this works. It works amazingly well. And so that's my invitation for all of us. And me too. This is, I'm here with you. I struggle because I want people to like me, and I don't want them to think I'm one of those weirdos. But we're not selling Amway. Some of you probably don't get that. You don't even know what Amway is. This is not a pyramid scheme. I'm not selling you some weird thing that you don't really need. Like, this is freedom. And so, This is the opportunity that we have. And I really feel like this is God calling us to do what we need to do. Sound good?